back for episode 20. We had a dub of the Off the Top Rope podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by the delicious Cobb salad I had about 5 minutes before we aired.
How many roll points was that?
Not enough, bro. Not enough. The points, hey, listen, this is a wrestling podcast, but look, bro, the point system at Chick-fil-A is so flawed in terms of like getting and spending points.
It's really everywhere.
If I were to use my points, bro,
let me guess. 3,000 points.
Dog, it's 2,500 points. If I was to order this, it would have been 2,500 points.
I already know, bro.
But anyway, as always, I am Chris, known as Southside Woodall on Twitter. One half of the greatest tag team in the world. And my tag team partner, of course.
What up, though, my babies? It's your boy Barry, back, Deuce, 0, 20, Dub, Sersky. Who would have thought? We're here. Thank you.
So I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to do something special like we did when we had reached, I think it was like episode 10, but I was like, naming a list of shit with like 20 things might take up like a lot of the episode because we like to go into detail about shit. So I'm gonna just say like I'm super pleased that we've even like gotten to 20 episodes. For everybody that watches us each and every release, even if you got us on as background noise, bro, like we really appreciate it. Like I said, we're two guys who just like to talk about wrestling, bro. Obviously, we want this to get to a certain level, and that's what we're hoping for. But even if it doesn't, again, at the end of the day, we're just two guys who come together weekly and talk about wrestling. And I'm really grateful for it. So here's the 20 for sure.
Perfect stress reliever, perfect distraction from the world. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. Orange juice costs $10. You know what I'm saying, man? Who wants to talk about wrestling, man? This is like a dream. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought growing up, 2006, I'd be here, but hey, what can I say, man? I'm just happy. Here's the 20. Here's the 20 more, 200 more, whatever it takes us. Thank y'all. Graps.
Yeah, man. So, of course, we have the obvious weekend headlines of All Out and Wrestlepalooza.
Not Sleepalooza? Okay.
There were also, there was a Bleacher Reports, was it top 25 women's wrestlers in WWE?
I think so, yeah.
And there was also the PWI 500 top 10 that dropped today. Let me see if I can get the Bleacher Report list in front of me.
Becky Lynch, number one.
Which is fair.
Yeah, which is fair. We talked about it a lot of times. She is who she is. It's been, I don't know, at least 7 years. I'm trying to think. We're at 40. Yeah, at least 6-7 years. She's been the man, literally. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought one headbutt or one broken nose would have changed the game? She's taking over women's wrestling. You know what I'm saying? She's the man, you know what I'm saying, carries the company, does what she does. As we saw the other day, they said that she carried, like she helped carry the match with AJ, helped out a lot, so shouts out to her. You know what I'm saying? Set the standard for women's wrestling.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? In ring, on the mic, marketability, you know what I'm saying? She deserves it. Shout out to her. Hey, like, I am not mad. She's going to keep bragging about every promo, so hey, keep doing your thing, Becky.
So I did go ahead and find the list. The 25 greatest women's wrestlers in WWE history, according to Bleacher Report. Number 1, of course, as we just stated, Becky Lynch. Number 2, Charlotte Flair. Number 3, Trish Stratus. Number 4, Rhea Ripley. Number 5, Sasha Banks. Number 6, Bayley. Number 7, Bianca Belair. Number 8, Chyna. Number 9, Asuka. Number 10, Lita. Number 11, Ronda Rousey. I'm going to stop you right there. That's bullshit. Number 12, Paige. Number 13, Iyo Sky. Number 14, both of the Bella Twins. Number 15, Beth Phoenix. Number 16, Natalya. Number 17, Mickie James. Number 18, AJ Lee. Number 19, Alexa Bliss. 20, Liv Morgan. 21, Alundra Blaze. 22, Shayna Baszler. 23, Bull Nakano. 24, Jacqueline. And 25, Michelle McCool. Like I said, that Ronda Rousey shit is total bullshit. Naomi wasn't on the list. Not a fan of that. What else we got? Yeah, no, Ronda Rousey's not a better wrestler than Iyo Sky. So I mean, there's that. But yeah, Naomi definitely should have been on it just off like first glance.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's so good from TNA, Awesome Kong. I probably would have thrown her in there.
Well, if it's just like these are just WWE.
My fault,
like if it's just WWE,
Yeah,
like,
okay, my fault. I'm tripping. Yeah.
But like Naomi not being on here is
That's criminal.
very crazy.
I'm glad they put Shayna on here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of looked at it a little funny when they did it, but then like you got to really like look at her NXT run.
Oh yeah, one of the best NXT runs. Might be the second best behind Asuka.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm not mad at that. Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, just the Ronda one to me. That's
really the only thing that really sticks out. But for the most part, that seems fine. The PWI 500 top 10. They have a full 20. I think they revealed the full list, but we're just gonna go through the 10 for the sake of time. It should be said this is a kayfabe list. It's not how we, you know what I'm saying? This may not be how me or you feel about wrestlers, but this is a kayfabe list based off of their matches this year, things they've accomplished, etc. Number 1, for the second year in a row, Cody Rhodes. Number 2, Jon Moxley. Number 3, Gunther. Number 4, Hangman Adam Page. Number 5, Hiroki Goto. Number 6, Jey Uso. Number 7, Swerve Strickland. Number 8, Seth Rollins. Number 9, Mystico. Number 10, Will Ospreay. So from what I read from the criteria of the list, it was, again, this is like based off accomplishments, based off matches this year, and it was also based within a certain time period. I believe like I want to say they said like August of 2024 to like July 31st of this year. So if we're going off of that, and I gotta find the actual criteria. Like I did briefly read it, but I have to find the actual criteria. Then it makes sense for a lot of these guys to be where they are. For any of those who may be wondering where CM Punk is on the list, he is 15. Barry Roman Reigns did not qualify because Roman Reigns did not wrestle enough.
Hey man,
I think that's so funny, bro. He did not qualify because he did not wrestle enough, dog. Hey
man.
But for the most part, the list looks solid to me. Just strictly based off accomplishments. Maybe some would put Jey Uso a little lower. Maybe. Some would put him higher. So I will say this strictly, and again, if this is a kayfabe list,
that's the worst thing about the criteria. Is
like, based off of like strictly kayfabe, like how can you not give it to Jey Uso?
Yeah,
won the Royal Rumble, beat Gunther at WrestleMania,
he's there every week.
He's there every week. Very over with the crowd. Like strictly kayfabe, yeah. So I'm not mad at it.
Polar Bear in Texas. What can I say?
Yeah, but definitely, when you next to the names that are on here, it is definitely a Polar Bear in Texas situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. So,
only thing I would have put like maybe Oba in here, maybe Trick. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta. So I want to see the full list.
Yeah,
because
that would just be my only like peck at it. Because like you said, the criteria is different. You know what I'm saying? My tribal chief didn't work enough. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? We still need a mover, so take it what you can. You know.
Yeah, and obviously it's like 500, so like the list is crazy. But like I would like to see like the top. I'll say I like to see the top 50 just to fully gauge where Jay might really belong if you really look at them names. Mm-hmm. But off of strictly this 10, I probably would have put Jay like at 10.
Yeah,
just to, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Another headline. So, as we know, John Cena has a limited amount of dates left. We will get into what happened at Wrestlepalooza very shortly. But as much as I want to say bullying works, it's very clearly like a work. Like these niggas kind of had this planned. But
you think so?
So based off of the way the Twitter interactions went, yes, bro. Like, hey, by all means, if John Cena put his foot down on Twitter
finally
and dropped nuts on niggas, like that's cool. But like, I definitely think that this is like a work type of thing. But at Crown Jewel, we are getting the last iteration of AJ Styles versus John Cena, one of the greater rivalries of the past decade. 3 classics under the belt. AJ does have the advantage right now. I believe it actually is 1 and 2. Of course, Cena had the one at the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. AJ got the best of him at Money in the Bank at SummerSlam. I will ask you, of the 3, which is your favorite?
I'm gonna just say the title win. just because that's like we didn't really think that was ever that title ever be broken. Going how things was, especially during that time, we didn't know if Cena was ever gonna really come back full time. And if he did come back full time, would he deserve a title shot? So yeah, I'm gonna just say Royal Rumble just because of that, because you know, back in the day, we thought like Cena, this was really like, is he really gonna like ever come back? Like Hollywood was looking like the only thing he was gonna do. Yep. It was only looking like a WrestleMania match every year at then.
Yeah, because this is when he had like just started breaking into Hollywood too. So
so it was looking like, yeah, this might be it for real. This might be like the Rock Hollywood run where you don't see him like ever. So just because it's the championship win, like I said, growing up, that 16 just sounded far-fetched from anybody doing it. Hell, especially Ric Flair doing it, because that record stood for at least years, I think, maybe since the 80s and 90s. So yeah. that's gonna be an option for that for the best one, just because of the title win.
So like you, I am picking that one. It is because of the title win, because in the past we know Vince had a real affinity for Flair in that record, and I also feel that way about Triple H. Like I didn't even think he was gonna let Cena break 17 at WrestleMania. Like I know Triple H loved Ric Flair, but it is because of the title win. But also, to me, just in this day and age, bro, like it's so rare to have a wrestling match where like neither one of them ever left the ring at any point. To me, that is so crazy, bro. Like anytime it's funny. Like I've heard it so many times. I've heard it said so many times, but every time I hear it, I'm like, bro, like it makes me go back and watch the match and be like, there's no way y'all didn't leave this ring, bro. There's no way nobody rolled out not one time. But if you watch the whole thing, it is an absolute masterclass. And as we have also spoken about, the stage in which WWE got AJ Styles, like in his career, it's like these dream matches that we kind of talk about sometimes don't always come to pan out. And we saw that with like AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh. And it's like these dream matches don't always pan out like we think they're going to, bro, when it comes to like being in WWE. So the fact that we got 3 certified classics from AJ Styles and John Cena, and frankly, this 4th one, it has potential to be their best one just off the strength of what we've seen from John Cena in the past month or so. And like we know AJ Styles is operating on a level as high as he's ever operated on. So I'm excited. Can't wait to see it. If bullying does work,
thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate you, John Cena.
Yeah, like I said before, I forgot what episode it was, but this is a complete dream match. If you would have told me this 2007, because when TNA was prime and then when WWE was prime, it just seemed so far-fetched. And then AJ going from TNA to independent, and then like he said, I think he said, what was that, 2016 he came to WWE. He didn't know people.
15, 16,
yeah. He was like, I didn't know people would even know who I was, but then that just seemed like a crazy dream match. Like we said, during that time, we didn't know what Cena was doing. Was he going to come back? Would he win the championship? And then so thankful they put a belt on AJ that fast, and then we get that match, and it just delivered. And, like, it just was a great wrestling match. Just can't wait. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of skeptical because I didn't know Crown Jewel was going to come at 8 a.m., but now
I'll be up at 8 a.m.
I'll be up at 8 a.m. for some real graphs, man. I'm going to be up, so.
Especially if that's opening the show, I'll be up.
Yeah, I had a coffee ready at 7:30, man. We gonna be there.
Yeah, man. So as you guys know, we don't cover this, or if you don't, we don't cover the SmackDown before a premium live event. Just seems redundant, but we do talk about notables if they have them. The tag team title defense, and this was with Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. First off, well wishes to Piper Niven. Read today that she has a neck injury. Some people consider it serious. Other people consider it like, well, she'll be fine. She'll be back. It's not career ending. So best wishes to her either way. Neck injuries stink. Injuries stink in general. Take all the time you need. Great match. I don't know if this is the end of the Bliss, Charlotte, and Secret Hervis thing, because I know like when you. It's 2 people when you into it with them on SmackDown, you just into it with them. It's the MFT and the Secret Hervis. So I don't know if this is the end of that, but I thought it was a worthwhile match and a good blow off to like a kind of, I ain't gonna say lengthy program, but like
a well deserved. You know what I'm saying? A decent interaction, because like we said, SmackDown.
When it's high, it's high. When it's low, it's low.
Yeah, we just gotta appreciate what we getting now, because it. Flat. So thank y'all for what y'all did, because
yeah, man,
could have been a lot worse.
Carmelo Hayes versus Sami Zayn, man. Yeah, absolutely. We want Melo from the start. And while I guess we both kind of knew he wasn't going to win and this wouldn't be his night,
we're just grateful for the opportunity.
Just
grateful for 20 minutes of just.
Man, the crowd is catching on. Everybody's getting behind him. He's doing what we've known him for since he's been in NXT, and that's just like showing up when the lights are on bright. I will say I was pleasantly surprised because, as you know, they had Miz at commentary during the match.
Is that a jab at a certain somebody?
Is it? No, I don't think so.
You know, somebody's commentating now. You don't think that's a little? Them two got a little going back and forth.
So I'm only gonna say no because the Miz has done this isn't his first time doing it. Like I think he did it like a random Raw like a year ago or a year and a half ago. And I didn't think he was bad at it. Like he's actually very good at commentary.
Like we said, keep getting paid, bro. Whatever you can do to stay on the company's payroll, keep doing it. I just thought that was funny how
I do see what you mean though. It's real coincidental. Yeah,
that was hilarious. That was just a funny little. We petty too now. You feel?
Yeah. But I was pleasantly surprised that he didn't get involved in the match to kind of advance the story between him and Carmelo Hayes. Mm-hmm. But he did great at doing that on commentary. So was very pleased that there was no shenanigans. And I'll go ahead and kind of jump ahead a little bit and just say I'm very grateful that the championship matches that the WWE had this weekend and AEW. But I mean, they usually don't really have shenanigans in theirs. But I was grateful to see championship matches that didn't necessarily have shenanigans, and this was like straight business.
Yeah, it's kind of like you kind of forget about it. Like when you said that, I was like, damn, you're kind of right. So I really can't be. I can't be too mad at the show because you know what I'm saying it was no bloodline shenanigans. So you know what I'm saying.
So I was overall pleased with the matchup. Like I said, crowds are definitely starting to catch on with Carmelo Hayes. He's getting over. 2025 is coming to a close. So I don't know if he'll be a champion before the year is over. But my hope is like early 2026 or like WrestleMania, we finally get that moment for Carmelo.
He's probably my Iron Man of the Royal Rumble right now. That's who should be the Iron Man right now.
And I think they should have done that with him last year. They did it with Penta. So, I mean, that's fair. Penta was also like, a new star coming over, in.
Yeah.
But I definitely think this is the year to do it with Melo. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, my hope is either at the close of this year or like early 2026 deadline WrestleMania is we get some sort of gold or something around Carmelo's waist. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal was a good start, but like we need to see it through now.
Yeah.
So far so good though. I will say that. And they're also, he's in a story that I think kind of matters. I don't really care how you feel about The Miz, but I think the story matters and is like integral to the next steps that Carmelo takes in his career. So I did not get to see All Out, but honestly, I mean, what did I need to see that I didn't already know? That shit kicked Wrestlepalooza's ass. I saw All Out was still on. Wrestlepalooza was going on the air. Me being the John Cena fan I am, I'm like, all right, man, let me go see if he gets something out of this nigga. Fletcher and Hangman was a 30-minute matchup, and I spent however long of John Cena and Brock Lesnar, watching that bullshit when them niggas was putting on a clinic. Luckily, in between the ending of that match, the ads, and the Uso entrance, I was able to catch the closing stretch of Hangman and Kyle Fletcher. And I just love when my favorite wrestlers prove they're one of my favorite wrestlers for a reason. Hangman, amazing as always. Kyle Fletcher, rising star.
The future,
the franchise, all that. Like, I knew it wasn't necessarily going to be his night because he's already TNT champion, but like, they do so much stuff I like at AEW, bro. Like, it's okay to have your mid-card champion go up against the world champion just because, nigga.
Yeah, just for the hell of it.
Yeah, just for the hell of it.
It gotta be a once a year type of thing, man.
Just because he that talented, bro. Like, it's okay to do shit like that. It is okay. Just like it is okay to end the show without there being fucking shenanigans. I ain't gonna lie, I felt kind of bad because I watched the match end, and I'm watching Hangman walk up the ramp, and like the music just playing and playing. And I felt so bad that I've been conditioned to like think something gotta happen at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Then I was like,
let me just enjoy it.
Let people just enjoy the moment, bro. You ain't got to go off the air trying to get the biggest pop possible, dude. Like, so with that said, at some point this week I probably will watch All Out, but like I said, it's nothing they did that I didn't know they were gonna do already. Like, if you gonna counter program, do some good shit.
I just hope WWE takes notes.
I hope so.
Just give us good wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, man, Fletcher, Future, him and Ospreay, they can carry that company for years down the line.
Man, once Will gets healthy, bro.
Yeah, and like they lock back in, it's gonna be. I'm not one of them like, oh, every match got to be 5 stars, but man, when it's time to jump ball, they gonna hoop, man.
Yeah, man. When the lights is on the brightest. Wrestlepalooza.
Oh man.
So before we go like match by match,
oh gosh.
I think they went. I can say 4 out of 5, and obviously we know what the one was. But after thinking on it for a couple days, I think it was more so 3 out of 5. ESPN graded the show a C. It is not the first time they have graded the show, by the way.
They're being nice.
So listen, no, I think C was actually like,
yes. It's like
I think that was fair.
Perfect mid. That's what it was. A perfect 72. I didn't fail, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't pass. I passed, but
so I felt that the show didn't pick up until, and they kind of said this like Stephanie and Iyo saved the show. I felt the show didn't pick up until that point. I thought the Vision and the Usos was okay, but I also felt like it wasn't nothing I couldn't see on TV.
It was just unfortunate that it had to end early because if Jay does have a concussion or what, if you in protocol, why are you fighting the I don't know.
I think he was in protocol, like you said, but I guess they figured out he didn't have one.
Yeah. So,
but the match itself, it didn't feel like anything I couldn't see on TV. And it's funny I say that because next week it's going to be them versus the Vision in a Tornado Tag Team match. The match was essentially a no disqualification match, because LA Knight was a special guest referee, which just happened at some point on Saturday.
Yeah, that was random as hell. Well, it wasn't like random as hell, but it was a cool touch. I just wish they would have did that earlier. Yeah, that would have been a great.
And it's more so random because like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't watch the pre-shows just because I don't. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch y'all talk about this shit for 8 hours all day and then be burnt out when it's time for me to actually watch the product. So I don't watch the pre-show.
It kind of kills the lore of watching wrestling. It's like, I get what they're trying to do as a whole entertainment wise, like trying to relate, trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, every sport, but the lore just disappears if you watch like the pre-show and then sometimes the post-show for me sometimes.
Yeah. So
that would actually would have been a cool like, what you want, like a cool little ending to Raw. If they would have did that, like, all right, y'all. LA, nah, you gonna referee this bullshit because y'all can't get shit together. Or SmackDown, at least SmackDown. I think they closed. Did they close SmackDown?
Division?
Yeah.
Oh, no. But they did go against Fraxium.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned that. That was a great match.
Yeah, that was a great match. Good improv match. Good job, Nick Aldis.
Well, damn, we basically just reviewed Division versus the Usos. So I guess we can go backwards for a bit. Cena versus Brock was a Diet SummerSlam 2015 match. Except this was the worst shit you've ever seen. I got it could never be more clear that like Brock Lesnar just doesn't have it anymore. There is nothing Brock Lesnar is doing right now that I didn't see Brock Lesnar do 10 years ago. The nigga was blown up, gassed, grabbing a hold. I don't know if this nigga, not doing cardio or whatever the fuck, but like,
you only gotta do 30 minutes on the treadmill. Like.
Nigga was beat red, bro. Like I don't know. Aside from, it's funny because it started and I'm just like, okay, we might have something. But then like as it goes on, you realize, okay, I see what they're. As it goes on, at first I'm like, I see what they're going for, but maybe they remixed the ending because this is John Cena's retirement tour. Wrong. This nigga Brock Lesnar kicks out of 3 straight AAs, and then F5's John Cena. I think ESPN had to count it like 6. F5's John Cena 6 times in the match. 6 times in the match is over, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Now, I will say this, bro. I read today when the show, and we're going to talk about the other thing too, so I'm going to hold on to that. But one of the things I read today was going into Saturday, going into Wrestlepalooza, John Cena was slated to win the match.
Don't know what the hell happened at breakfast that morning.
Unfortunately, I know exactly what happened. And while it is one of the reasons I love John Cena and think he is the GOAT, I wish this nigga would also sometimes just be like, bro, like, I'm John Cena, nigga. Like, you know what this feels like to me? You ever remember hearing all those stories last year about Bryan Danielson and, like, never wanting to be AEW World Champion, and Tony Khan, like, had to tell this nigga, like, hey, bro, like, we're putting the belt on you. Like, that's what this feels like, bro. Except, like, it feels like John Cena can do whatever the fuck John Cena want to do, but because John Cena just cares so much about, like, doing the business correctly, he lets that get in the way.
Yeah.
Because
sometimes being too humble just sucks.
And it's I don't like Brock Lesnar, but John Cena's reasoning is sound, bro. Like, I remember a couple months ago he said, you know, when I wrap this up, you know what I'm saying, WWE still got to open its doors for business. That's ultimately what it is. Like, he's trying to leave the business in a better place than he found it. But, bro, there is nothing that a Brock Lesnar win did for Brock Lesnar on Saturday. Nothing. It didn't make me feel. First off, again, I've said this many of times. I'm not moved by Brock Lesnar in 2025. That's just what it is. But it didn't make me feel any better about Brock Lesnar. In fact, it made me feel worse watching the quality of the matchup. I think this was a great chance for John Cena to, either John Cena or Triple H, bro, somebody just say, like, hey, like, I think there's a better way to do this time around. John Cena already has a losing record versus Brock Lesnar in his career, bro. Like, one loss wouldn't have hurt. And if you're so hell bent on this whole, Brock Lesnar's back thing, and he's pissed and all this other stuff, have him lose his first match back and send him on a real warpath when he gets back or whatever. But yeah, this match sucked, man.
Yeah,
to put it lightly, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah, this made no sense, especially if you're making this the last Cena and Brock match. Give us
There's 5 dates left.
Just
bro.
give us something to look forward to after the match. Now it was just like, because now he don't come back until Crown Jewel, which now unfortunately kind of stinks because we don't get a decent build up to AJ versus John. So
listen, this is the one time I'm gonna let the no build up shit slide. There's enough history there for me, and like, I know it's only so much he can do because of, like, Hollywood and, like, what he has remaining. Mm-hmm. So this is the one time I'm okay with, like, no build.
Yeah, like, if I'm just being, like, picky, that's all I'm saying. But then, like, going back, it's just like, what do we gain from this? Like, what do you do with this?
Absolutely.
Now, like you said, Brock looking all gassed. Okay, you kind of had me. Maybe you give me Brock and Gunther, but now I don't want to see Gunther carry this nigga for, like, 15 minutes. What was the match? It was like, what, 6 minutes? Or it was under 10 minutes.
I literally do not know the time.
I think it was under 10.
The fact that he was that blown up, bro.
I think the match was under 10 minutes. So, yeah, now it's like, okay,
and you're not getting into no finisher fest with Gunther. I'm gonna tell you
exactly. Like, you're gonna get.
You better take your ass outside and jog for him,
bro. You better go run them Colorado, Canadian, North Dakota, wherever you at, run them mountains or something.
Start running them mountains, nigga.
Yeah, because now I don't want to see Gunther carry you for, like, you're not finna give us Gunther. You're not finna give us a 6-minute Gunther match, bro. No, it's not gonna happen. You gonna get. If you at least want us to care, no, you got to do something.
Hey, for what it's worth, I did watch Gunther carry Bill Goldberg to a decent match. Am I gonna be naive to believe that that's for a second straight time that somebody can carry Brock Lesnar to a decent match? No, I won't. But I just want to point out that I did see Bill Goldberg get carried to a decent match, and that nigga has no cartilage in his knees.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate. Hopefully this was just a TKO ESPN money grab. We gotta sell tickets. I don't know, man. Like you said, man. You could have written this so many different ways. Like, just give me I'm speechless because, right, we really, like I said last week, this is like JJ Redick telling LeBron James, hey, bro, you finna be a 3D player this year on your last year. Like, just go sit in the corner, let somebody else know, bro. This is Cena.
You know what's so funny? This literally just popped in my head. WWE 2K23, I think that's the one John Cena on the cover, and the showcase is like reliving John Cena's greatest matches.
Oh yeah,
but it's like his greatest failures.
Yeah,
the opportunity was right there for you to just rewrite the story. Like, how is a video game booking this better than you? Like, what are we doing?
You literally just said it, bro. Have Brock lose, or have now we get at least a interest in Brock going on rampages. That would have made more sense than just John, I'm coming to get you.
I think the tale of if you were so hell bent on redoing SummerSlam and like making Brock Lesnar look like this impossible monster, do it, but go all the way with it. You niggas went 6 minutes and did bullshit. But like I said, to remix it, you do it when we get to that borderline uncomfortable point where we were at with SummerSlam. But then you get to you remix it and you get the triumphant Cena, like the one that's been here before, bro.
Yeah.
Like
you had the layup, like you had the kids coming out, then like you show post match, the kids they was so strict on showing like the sad kids, like bro, the layup was right there, bro. Like,
listen. That is the second, and I'm gonna move on after this, but that is the second time I've seen John Cena do an entrance like that. The first was like in person at WrestleMania 39, and like my eyes was watering that night. I'm looking at this shit, I'm like, oh yeah, he gonna do it, bro. Like, what are you niggas doing, bro? A bunch of miniature Cenas out there. You bring them niggas out there to watch him lose to Brock Lesnar. You niggas brought Tyrese Halliburton front row, put him in John Cena gear for this nigga to lose like that, bro. I hate you niggas. I really do.
Like the ingredients was all there, man. They just fucked up they just fucked up dinner, bro. Because you could have did this so many different ways. But like somebody said, man, sometimes creative, just a random ass group chat. That one person's like, you know what? I got an idea, and it's the worst idea ever, man. Because you just, gosh, bro, I'm just speechless, bro. I didn't even want to. On the bright side, shout out Corey Graves. He sold the F5 perfectly the other night. That's the one only.
Yeah.
That's the only good thing I can think about.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if so I know he got cleared a couple years ago to like be back in ring. I don't know if that's something he's chasing, but we talked about this with AJ Lee. It's always good to see you take that first bump and like let people know like, hey, I'm good. So if that's a thing, happy for you, Graves. We did review the Vision and the Usos. Basically, big win for the Vision. For the Vision, by the way. Just want to go ahead and point that out. But the savior of the show.
Hey man, women's wrestling entertainment.
Stephanie Vaquera versus Iyo Sky, man. What can I say about this match, dude? Like it was. Hey, so man. I will say there was a little bit of fear that because we know the Iyo, Asuka, Rhea stuff was like building in the background, and there was a little bit of fear in me that like this would make its way into the match. And my thing was, we have seen Iyo versus Stephanie 3 times, and the first 2 times did not have a
clear ending.
Yeah, clear ending, a valid conclusion, any of that. Like we didn't know who the best woman was. Mm-hmm. Saturday, we found that out, man. Incredible match, man. Iyo Sky has been a part of some of the best matches in WWE this past year.
She got to be 4 of the top 10.
Man, like to me, man or woman, I think she's the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah, she's the best wrestler this year.
I think
they should have put her PWI number 1 on that
both lists. But so I think it was solidified for me. I want to say around WrestleMania season, but to continue to churn out matches like she has that are all high quality, and every time you walk away from them, sometimes it's like, damn, did I just see the best match ever? Like that's how I felt about the WrestleMania triple threat. We was at Evolution. That's how I felt. Even with the cash in SummerSlam, like I walk away from every Iyo Sky match even if it's regular TV.
That's even like the Monday Night Raw matches.
Dog, it's like, did I just see like some of the best wrestling I've ever seen in my life? Like that's how I really feel, bro. But
it's like the small sacrifice of her not being champion. We get these amazing matches because that's people was like, oh, when she was a champion, she barely wrestled. So now it's just like, damn, bro. Like
weekly, bro.
You holding out on greatness, bro. Like maybe she, like keep a butt off her for a little bit longer. At least I can have her cook up, bro.
Listen, man. Like I said, I don't know what to say, but that shit was great, man. Yeah. And well, not even funny, but a good detail of the match that I enjoyed. And this is similar to when Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed faced that clash last month. The protection of the over the moonsault. Mm-hmm. Stephanie Vaquero was not hit with that move one time in that match. If you go back and watch it, she had a counter for it every time. I remember, and this is funny, somebody tweeted this out a few days before I don't remember the account, but somebody tweeted this out a couple days like before Wrestlepalooza and was like, sometimes wrestling is just as simple as like, damn, I cannot get hit with that move under any circumstances. Stephanie Vaquero had a counter for the over the moonsault every time, whether it was rolling out the way, getting the whole leg up, and like kicking Iyo Sky across the ring. Incredible.
Yes, great details in the match. I love how they had like a little subtle detail that like Stephanie was kind of a little over cocky, but she bounced back from it. And then did she hit her like signature? Did she hit the what's her signature move?
The SVB.
Did she hit that? I don't think she hit that.
So
I know she won a match on the.
She won on the spiral.
On the spiral tap. Yeah, I think that was a great detail because somebody.
That made the match for me. Like that made.
Yeah, because some people were worried about the SVP, like as her finish, as it was really clean. So I'm glad they.
I think she's adjusted it so that it looks like because it didn't look as devastating. Because originally it was just like I think she lifted him up and then drops him on the knee, and it didn't look as devastating. I think she kind of changed it to like a lung blower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one she hit on Kyrie, crazy,
insane.
Yeah, but yeah, this was great. Like you said, man, I didn't expect her to win on the spiral fly, so that was a great detail. I think. Damn, who they said produced the match? Tyson Kidd.
Did he?
I think so.
I know he produced the mixed tag. I don't know, but whoever produced this shit was great.
Yeah,
I gotta find it. But
this felt like
for sure he produced
this felt like
tag.
ESPN was all right. Triple H, we'll give you one match. You can do your own thing. This felt like what wrestling was like. I was a little upset because I was like, man, if you really want to draw the crowd into what WWE is, I would have them watch that one match and just let them enjoy graps.
Yeah.
Not like you said, the shenanigans in like with the whole interference and stuff like that. This felt like what wrestling is when it's at its best. Just two heavy hitters duking it out for a good period of time, keeping us all interested. This is awesome chance. It didn't feel forced, like what I'm saying, some of the other matches it felt kind of forced a little bit. Match of the night. Thank y'all ladies for putting on the show because it definitely needed it in my opinion.
Yeah, man. Insane match. La Primera has arrived for sure, and I'm definitely excited to see her relatively soon because, as we know with Crown Jewel, it is the world champions of each brand versus each other. Mm-hmm. And Friday we will find out if that is going to be Jade Cargill, if it is still going to be Tiffany Stratton, or if it is going to be Nia Jax. I don't know if I personally lean one way in terms of like who it should be. I think Tiffany is a layup. I think Nia would be a pretty good match. With Jade, I did come away from her last encounter with Tiffany Stratton, the one that ended in a draw. Mm-hmm. I came away feeling like, damn, like if she was world champion after that match, like I wouldn't hate it. I think she is more ready than she was at this point last year.
Oh yeah, 100% sure.
So I think either way either way it goes, I think we should be good. The mixed tag team match, man. AJ and AJ's husband versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
I can't wait, man.
First off, shout out to Love. Shout out to the symbolism in the gears. Mm-hmm. Obviously, CM Punk and AJ had Pride gear, and also CM Punk had like AJ's logo on his trunks. Thought that was cool. The Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch gear was actually the colors for suicide prevention awareness. I thought that was cool. So shout out to wrestlers like putting their causes on their tights or whatever it may be. Like Sami Zayn does it all the time. Like I think that's really cool to advocate for a cause any way you can, especially since WWE's kind of corrupt.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah. So hey man, get it out there how you can. But man, this was. Did you know they went 30 minutes?
Yeah, it felt like a long match.
It went 30 minutes.
I wasn't mad at it. Like, I'm not mad.
No, I wasn't mad at it at all. But I was like, it went 30 minutes for what? A lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. It was great to see AJ back out there. It was great to see Becky Lynch play like the heel games, and like she knows people want to see AJ Lee in the ring, and like she's not trying to tag in.
Yeah, that was funny. Like teasing us with AJ was gonna start the match off, and then we get like
the
fake hot tags and like the pull from the apron. Yeah, that was great.
Man, it was a lot of fun. The hilarious part of the match to me was Seth Rollins attempting to gorilla press Becky Lynch onto CM Punk for CM Punk to move out of the way. Because immediately, like, I'm just like, yeah, like, my nigga, you're sleeping on the couch. You just threw your wife onto the wrestling mat, dog. It's boards under that ring, dude. Like, it's over.
You not a short nigga, bro.
I'm like, yeah, like, you know how high he had her up? She had to be like 7 feet in the air. Like, yeah, it's over for you. Like, you're sleeping on the couch. A lot of fun. The table spot was funny to me too, because I wasn't sure like where it was going, but it was good. I thought it was just a lot of fun, bro. Yeah, like I was glad to see AJ out there. I was glad to see her taking some of the bumps she took, doing some of the moves she did. Like I know she did a curb stomp at one point. Punk put Becky in a sharpshooter. Like all of it was great to me, bro. Like some people say it was like a house show style tag team match, and if that's what it was, I'm cool with it, bro.
Yeah, it was a fun, entertaining match. Like I said, if you want to draw people to what WWE is, this was one of like the examples. Like, hey, little shenanigans, but it's good wrestling shenanigans. Like we said, weeks leading up to this, 100 times better than that BS of Lacey and
so free and clear of 2019 officially.
Yeah, like because this could have been goofy as hell. The promos have been like.
Spot on. Like
it's been amazing. Becky, all four of them did their thing on the mic. The mind games with Seth. Becky being like the bragger. I'm number one. It's not just me saying it.
ESPN says like Sports Illustrated.
That is hilarious. Now the whole thing of her getting stung by a bee kind of was a little hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
We know where we got that from. I'm not gonna say no names, but yeah. But yeah, this was like a great, fun, entertaining match. Like I said, if you want to show up, if you want to show the audience what WWE is like, throw some fun shenanigans. That makes sense. It is not too quirky. Like we've seen, like you said, we've seen quirky stuff in the past, but this was the perfect amount of quirky wrestling, and it just fit. So thank you to whoever produced this match. All four of y'all.
Now this one was for sure Tyson Kidd. I remember reading that. This was Tyson Kidd.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, man, this was a great match, fun. All four of them, amazing chemistry. If they went out to dinner after this, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I think I saw some where like Punk says like, working people he's not friends with, just got to put it to the side. I don't really want to fall for that. I think all four of them are like best friends. So
yeah, I think they get along way better than like what people think.
Yeah, if it's just for kayfabe with them hating each other, I'm all for it. But this was amazing. This was fun. Glad to see AJ get a win. I know that felt amazing for her. Man, I'm glad to see where we go from here, man. Because
So I will say. And obviously, we're going to talk about Monday Night Raw, but I'm unclear on where this leaves Seth and CM Punk. But I definitely see. I don't think Becky is going to take this lying down. I definitely think this, as we've talked about, the AJ Lee and Becky Lynch thing, and AJ Lee and really all of the women's division is a new thing. So I definitely think we've kind of just started the first chapter of AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I would hope, but. Yeah, man. Fun matchup. Interested to see where everything goes from here. The main event, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Two guys that I think have pretty great chemistry.
Yeah.
This wasn't one of their better matches. It wasn't like terrible or anything like that. I think what hurt it was the, I guess them trying to sell the head injury from Cody on Friday from the attack that Drew McIntyre had in the contract signing. It felt like maybe it was like, I guess, a wrinkle it didn't necessarily need. And also, I know there was some criticism about the referee stopping Drew McIntyre from Claymore and Cody Rhodes through the bottom of the announce table again. But other than that, I thought the wrestling was there. While these weren't like the atypical shenanigans, I think there was some good stuff in there that would contribute to there being a part 2 at some point. Obviously, we're headed into Crown Jewel, so that's going to be what it's going to be. Mm-hmm. But I thought there was some good stuff in there that would, like, if Drew McIntyre was to come out on Friday and say, like, hey, like, I had you beaten, you know it. The referee rolls out of the ring, and I counted. Cody Rhodes was pinned until, like, 5.
Yeah, it was.
But the referee rolled out of the ring because he was trying to avoid getting hit.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I stated, the referee stops Drew McIntyre from claymoring Cody Rhodes through the table. Cody Rhodes moved out the way. Drew McIntyre hurts his leg. And from there, like, Cody gets the win, all that. I thought it was a good enough match. But I will say, and we talked about what we read about Wrestlepalooza earlier, the other thing that I read was that both Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre pitched that Drew McIntyre should go over that night. With that being because Randy Orton accidentally cost Cody Rhodes the WWE Championship. And I think that would have gone over so much better for several reasons. One, if both of them are pitching it, you should just do it. But also, where we are with Cody Rhodes, it's not even that he doesn't necessarily need the championship as much as, like, if you can throw an interesting wrinkle, and it's not to say he's getting stale, but if you can throw an interesting wrinkle in there, you absolutely should. Because apparently the ultimate plan was, again, Randy Orton cost him the title. Cody goes on the chase for Drew. And I guess he wins it back. They weren't really conclusive in that in terms of if he wins it back or not. But, like, Randy Orton will finally pull the trigger like a lot of people have been waiting on Cody Rhodes. So I thought that would have been a more interesting route to go. Now, obviously, maybe Crown Jewel plays a part in this, and that's why they didn't do it. But, I mean, Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre have great chemistry, too. So it's not like we would have been hurting if the Crown Jewel matchup would have been Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Like I said, I'm fine with the match. There were a couple of shenanigans it could have done without. But, as we spoke about, I am also happy that they didn't... There were moments in this show where I felt like they... the Brock Lesnar thing in particular felt like it was kind of like, yeah, this is what we do. This is what we do. And it's not really what you do. But for the most part, the rest of the show felt like, okay, this is, I mean, we wrestle. Everything doesn't have to be shenanigans. Everything doesn't have to be bumps. It doesn't have to be like celebrities in matches. Like, we just wrestle. There wasn't any egregious ref bumps during the show. There wasn't interference in the 2 title matches that we saw take place. So I thought that was a refreshing change of pace. But in the same breath, I think in this particular instance, that Randy Orton aspect of it adds so much. So I think that is something they should have gone through with. Do I ultimately still think Drew McIntyre wins the WWE Championship somehow? Absolutely. I would hope so, just because SmackDown in particular lacks, like, credible, like, heels. I think it's Drew McIntyre. I would consider Solo credible, but I don't want him anywhere near the WWE Championship. And I am missing one more. Aleister Black. I would consider Aleister Black credible. Mm-hmm, yeah. But after that, like, it gets a little, SmackDown is not devoid of baby faces, though. So it's like, you kind of should have did that. Especially, it's your worst weekly TV show. It needs a pulse. Like, yeah, you have the star power, but you're not necessarily using them correctly. So.
Man. To me, this match just, like, it was just, to me, the match was too safe, in my opinion. Like you said, unfortunately, now looking back, probably politics, you had Cody Rhodes, you had everybody on ESPN all week leading up to this. Crown Jewel, Cody, Seth, the history is there. We're going to talk about that later. It probably been kind of a little too quick to throw Drew and Seth, even though they do have great chemistry. But like you said, man, the Randy Orton aspect could have been a great storytelling, but probably because of what's going on now with Crown Jewel in, like, 2 weeks, I think, 2-3 weeks, the build-up probably wouldn't have been there of Drew versus Seth. But going back to what I was saying, to me, this felt kind of like a TV Friday Night SmackDown match. It felt a little too safe, in my opinion. But like you said, this was like a big showcase to show the world what WWE is. That, we're not like the whole gimmicky of shenanigans of, refs taking bumps, people running in, costing matches. This was just a good, clean. This was just a good wrestling match. So I wish Drew would have won personally because I'm a huge Drew fan. But hey, I'm not mad because when even though I'm like Team Roman when it's Team Roman and Team Cody, Cody puts on great shows.
Yep.
He's charismatic. He makes you care about the match. The crazy Cody cutter from the top rope. This match had like good spots, but like in my opinion, the match was just too safe. This was a perfect example of like Hunter being too safe on booking decisions. Like we heard what the Randy Orton coming in, costing, that would have been a great, ending, swerve, whatever you want to call it. But due to what's going on now and the timing of it, you want to have your QB1 go off on air as the champion when you're on a big stage on ESPN. So, hindsight, I'm not mad at what happened, but, understand what's going on in the future. Drew's going to be world champion soon, if not big fumble on Triple H's resume of being creative. So that's my only issue. It felt like a Friday night main event, a TV main event.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was a good match. Those guys delivered when it's time to deliver. Two of the workhorses in the company. You know what I'm saying? Also Friday, the Drew McIntyre tweet again. Mm-hmm. That just gets me every time. I giggled. I was entertained. But yeah, man, decent wrap up to a decent show. Could have been better. Could have been worse, but you know what I'm saying? I think the C is deserving of the whole show overall. But like I said, man, you're trying to get a new audience into WWE, into wrestling, what it is. This was probably, two of the top guys who are available. Let them go out there do their thing. So I'm not too mad at it, you know what I'm saying? Let's just see how this story takes out. Hopefully we get, Drew more TV time, Angry Drew, like you said, Cody. We're going to talk about Monday in a minute. He just delivers when it's time to sell a match. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it. So, it just is what it is, man. Just take it how it was. But, decent match. Just, Hunter, sometimes you got to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
But
and the perception, before we move to Monday Night Raw, I believe, personally, the perception of the show would have been so different, obviously, if John Cena would have won. But the perception of the show and perhaps the perception of Triple H would have been way different if Cody Rhodes lost the title that night.
Yeah.
Because people already think like, oh, you only wait till like your A shows to make huge changes. And it's kind of true. The last big thing to happen at what I guess people would consider a B-level pay-per-view would be at Elimination Chamber when John Cena turned heel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like you said, the last big title changes. That's SummerSlam. That's one of your top shows of the year. Yeah. So, like, if you wanna like draw us in, have some, you got to make every show look good. Like, remember when Iyo beat Rhea? We was like, what? Did we just see that? Like,
yeah.
on a random ass
Monday, bro.
On a random ass Monday, bro. Like, Hunter, you're not beating allegations of being too safe. So, but like I said, man, they was leading up to this. You want to bring in new stars. You got Cody on press runs. Usos on sports and ESPN. So you want to have the good guys look good to, draw us in. So if this wasn't the first ESPN show, if this wasn't Crown Jewel in 2 or 3 weeks, we probably get different endings and stuff. But I think some big boss calls are made that, all right, y'all, we got to – certain folks got to look good tonight, and some folks got to stay champion. So I think that's what it was. So I want to be mad, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, we got a decent show. Like you said, we were used to these different interferences, shenanigans, and to have, like, straight, clean wrestling, clean endings, you can't be too mad at it, except for, like, the one spot on card where Jay had to get pinned because, you know what I'm saying, the head injury. So, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, man. I just wish it would have been a good climax to end the show that would have made people want to be like, damn, this wrestling kind of cool, man. I wonder what's going to happen next. But other than that, I understand the politics of it, so I'm not going to be an old man yelling at the cloud about it.
Monday Night Raw, man. Opens with QB1 Cody Rhodes after a successful world title defense. And, of course, opens with the man who arguably runs Monday Night Raw, the visionary Seth Rollins. Obviously, as we spoke about, Crown Jewel is a champion versus champion thing for the Crown Jewel Championship and for a Crown Jewel ring, as Cody Rhodes showed us last night. Two guys who we've seen in a trilogy about 3 years ago, and the chemistry is there. But also two guys whose careers have been directly intertwined since that time. As we know, Seth Rollins acted as Cody Rhodes' shield for WrestleMania 40, teaming with him against The Rock and Roman Reigns, and, of course, helping him acquire the WWE Undisputed Championship on WrestleMania 40 Night 2. Because, as we know, anytime Roman Reigns has a chance to get some get back on Seth for 2015, he is absolutely going to take it. This promo sold me so much, and it really didn't need to, because it was just off the strength of like the fact that it's those two. I already know what's going on.
Yeah,
but they brought so much into it. Cody essentially tells Seth, like, you know, me and you, it shouldn't be complicated, bro. Like, again, you acted as my shield. Like, you know what I mean? You helped me. You changed my life. And this is a sense of, like, kayfabe and reality at the same time. Because Cody Rhodes talks about this in interviews a lot. I don't know if you've ever seen it. But the night of Hell in a Cell, when Cody Rhodes tore his pectoral and he went out there and wrestled, he won't vaguely say it, or he won't say it, but he'll vaguely allude to it. And he'll be like, the decision Seth Rollins made that night changed my life forever. Me and you both know what that decision is. Seth Rollins could have went over that night, and nobody would have batted an eye because Cody had a torn pectoral muscle. The nigga's chest was fucking purple, dog. I'll never forget how uncomfortable I was watching that match when he took his jacket off.
Yeah, that was
bro.
one of the great. That was like, what the fuck?
I will never forget the hush that came over that arena as I'm watching. I hear a bunch of people chanting, Cody, Cody, Cody. The music cuts down. He takes the jacket off, and it's dead silent, bro.
Like, the look in his eyes when he took that jacket off was like, bro.
Dog, like, he knew. He fucking knew, bro.
That looked like a straight underdog story. Like, bro, what have I gotten myself into?
So, yeah, like, he says that in interviews, and he won't say what it is, but that is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins made a decision that night to make sure that Cody was the star of this company.
Yeah, because, like, Seth on, like, back-to-back losses was like, bro, like, all right, y'all, we got, like, let Seth get one, please. Like,
yeah.
please.
Yeah. He made a choice that night, bro. Hey.
It really shifted everything.
Changed the game for the WWE, bro. But also, you know, he shows Cody the watch. And if you are watching and you don't understand the symbolism of the watch, this is again breaking kayfabe. Cody Rhodes gave every participant of that tag team match from WrestleMania Night 1 a watch.
Rolex.
A Rolex that had
just
40.
a watch, a Rolex, bro.
Yeah, a Rolex. A watch that had, I believe it had 40 in it.
You got 40
obviously symbolizing WrestleMania 40.
And you got the 40 is green too, like that was WrestleMania colors, yeah.
Like he brings out the watch and he's like, "Look, man, like, did you really mean this when you gave me this watch? Or was it like a facade? Like, you know, everybody likes to play the politician card with Cody. And it's like, you know, did you say this to, you know, get over on me and tell me all these things?" And Seth's like, because you think you're the quarterback of this company and you think you're the best in the world. And if you think that about yourself, what does that say about me? Man, everything about this promo just, dog.
Listen, man, like I said, we got like Punk, Cody, Seth, Cena. When it's like, if you want to sell something, all right, y'all got 15 minutes. Do what y'all do best, man. And them guys, cause like Saturday night, it's like, bro, we really finna get a Chamber of Champion match, like Cody versus Seth. Like, do we really need this? You know what I'm saying? But after after Monday night, it was like, all right, y'all. Yeah, I'm 8 a.m. I'll be there. Y'all main eventing, so 10, 15. Yeah, I'll be up watching this.
Yeah.
They just get it, man. Like I don't know, it's not much more you can say, man. Just two guys who could just sell you a match, and you know you can say whatever you want to say about Seth and the Vision, but when you let Seth like get that evil ways, no pun intended, AJ, but you just let Seth just be the architect, like as he is, like he could just make you feel his evilness inside of him, and just makes you want to.
So listen, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was about to say something. The perception of the Vision over the past couple of weeks has changed because I feel like they have finally figured out the dynamic and what works and what necessarily doesn't. Mm-hmm. We talked last week. Paul Heyman doesn't need to talk for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is a great promo, and I will not let people in the IWC tell me otherwise. Seth Rollins is a great promo. Braun and Paul Heyman seems to be more of the mixture that works. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Seth and Becky work better now than they did in 2019. So the perception to me has changed, but also they blended that in the promo in a way where it's like, you know, this is what people are saying about you, like in real life. That Seth Rollins matches go, you know, the same way lately. The Vision gets involved, your wife gets involved, like. That's what these people saying about you. Yeah, the Seth Rollins I know wasn't hiding behind. He called them goons. He said the Seth Rollins I know didn't have to hide behind 3 goons, bro.
I'm a goon. Paul Heyman funny.
Yeah, Paul Heyman like I'm a goon. Yeah. So the perception around the Vision has changed, and I think this promo was intentional in terms of like letting people know, like, hey, like we hear you. We still got some stuff to work out as far as like how these matches finish and how we. Open and close Monday Night Raw. Like,
it's just heel tactics. We just listen, guys. It's heel tactics. They're heels. I don't know what much more you can say. They're heels.
Yeah. Like, but I will say this:
if they look too dominant, it's like, all right, y'all, what are we doing? But they're heels. It gotta be like this. You know what I'm saying?
And I will say this: just based off of, like Cody Rhodes said, like it shouldn't be complicated, but it is. Based off of that interaction alone, and also what happened when Cody Rhodes left the ring, which I don't know if you saw, but Seth Rollins like told them like, get out the way.
Yeah.
I think Seth Rollins' pride is not going to allow the Vision to get involved. Like it is going to be made very clear prior to Crown Jewel, like it's me and him.
Yeah.
And I need to know that I can beat him.
Yeah.
Because what Cody Rhodes say? How many times have we faced off?
No, I was like, no, Cody.
And remind me who won all of these. Seth Rollins, he going for a sweep, dog.
Hey,
he going for a sweep.
What's my body? What's my?
Listen.
How many of your mans I got under my toe tag?
Yeah, man. Listen, like I said,
yeah,
I don't think his pride is going to allow the Vision to be involved, and I think Cody Rhodes
knows that.
He knows that.
Yeah, I hope creative knows that too, because like going back to what you said, the Becky and Seth talk like backstage. Let's more stream beans, please, because I love seeing Seth like almost like Seth when like Becky announced like her pregnancy, but like in kayfabe, that way it wasn't really together, but Seth like being like a maniac. I want to see that Seth of like, I gotta beat this nigga. Like we might. I hope it gets uncomfortable at Crown Jewel. Like Seth might stomp this nigga like 5 times. Hopefully, like let Seth go on like the messed up hair. Like let Seth get in his Joker bag of like a lunatic. That's what I'm really looking forward to, because we can tell when like stuff gets in Seth's core. Like even like the funny CM Punk chants, guys, this is champions only. I'm excited. Like you said, man, 2 guys who can just sell a match. Say what you want to say about Cody with like repetitive stuff, but when it's time to get the emotions in the match, he delivers, man. So
they could not have a segment until like Crown Jewel, and like it wouldn't matter. Everything was laid out right here.
Yeah,
so much was said, and like so much lied under what was said. But like I said, it's very simply going to come down to Cody Rhodes essentially challenges nigga to say like, can you beat me without them? Because you've been beating everybody else, but you done had some help. And that's how it's been. And that's where we are now. The 6-man tag with New Day versus Penta and the War Raiders. No disqualification match. A lot of fun. No complaints here. I was kind of wrong about where this whole Penta / New Day thing was going. I really thought this was, again, maybe I'm just being a little impatient. I thought this was going in the direction of a Lucha Bros reunion. Mm-hmm. As I said, like, the War Raiders stuff is cool, but like, let's enhance that tag division, man. Let's get something going. So I don't know. But it was a fun match regardless.
Yeah, I'm a huge War Raiders fan. When you put them on TV, they deliver in tag matches. Like we said, Penta to New Day.
No DQ matches too.
Yeah, like
they go to another level when it's no DQ.
They want to, like, it's a reason they won titles wherever every place they've been in. You know, NXT, IWG, WWE. They just deliver when it's time to deliver a good quality tag team match, and with no disqualifications. I think it was them. Who was that some match? Who did they fight at Raw when we went? When they were tag?
That was the night JD hurt his lung on the table.
And it was another match, I think. It was like a Viking match, or it was something crazy.
Oh, this was like the year before.
Yeah, but that was a great match. That was
New Day too.
Yeah, or was it Alpha Academy? I don't know. But anyway, War Raiders, they put on great matches. I am digging this new New Day stuff. Say what you want to say. It's getting better a little bit over time. Grayson is getting some spotlight. He's one of the future guys. He's one of the future heels of this company. They still give me some shenanigans to get Lucha Bros back into this, but I'm happy. Penta, the Mexican Destroyer, he just gets better and better.
Off the top rope, incredible.
It just gets better and better every week. Incredible TV match. Like I said, man, if you want to, like, get people to watch wrestling, that's one of the matches that I would tell people to watch. Because that's what WWE can be on TV on a weekly basis. You just gotta let good people wrestle and just make it consistent. Because those guys live when it's time to deliver, man. So shouts out to y'all for a great match. Chef kiss.
Yeah. Bayley and Roxanne. Obviously, as we know, Bayley has returned. But prior to, there was a backstage segment between them. And there was also a backstage segment between the Judgment Day, which we'll get into afterwards. But this 3 Faces of Bayley thing is working for me so far, bro. I won't lie to you. Again, I was worried about how it would be portrayed on screen. The roles are very clearly, like, kind of being laid out. Obviously, we have, like I said, we have Ding Dong Bayley, we have Hugger Bayley, and then we have
Role Model.
Is that right? Role Model.
Yeah, Role Model, Ding Dong, and Hugger.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So we saw more of the, I want to say, Role Model / it might have been a little bit of both in that backstage segment with like Role Model / Hugger Bayley. Mm-hmm. She's kind of, so I'm still trying to figure it out, kind of like when she goes into these personalities, does she not remember what the other one did or what it is? But it's like she has no recollection of what happened with Lyra when she walked into the locker room last week.
Until after the match. Which was hilarious.
So she asked Lyra to, like, be in her corner because she knows Raquel is going to be in Roxanne's, of course. As we state all the time, if you into it with the Judgment Day, you into it with the Judgment Day. It ain't just going to be one of them. Watch that back door. So, wisely asked Lyra to come to ringside. We get a great match, but what will we expect from the women of WWE at this point? Like, it's always great. Get a great match from those two. The after of the match is obviously another persona of Bayley takes over. We are going to say Ding Dong Bayley in this case.
Stupid.
Yeah. Pushes Lyra to the mat. It's perfect, bro. Like, it is perfect.
This is great character work for Lyra. Because obviously, like, we talk about, like, you can be great in the ring, but you got to connect with the crowd, and you got to have some type of personality, which that can separate her from being multiple-time IC title to multiple-time world women's title. So this is great on both ends. Who better to learn from than Bayley, who can just split it up like we're saying. The 3 Faces of Bayley, entertaining. I had no idea this was what in the beginning. So this was what we were going to get from her, but it is amazing. Like, she just fits the role, all 3 of them. Great work. I can't wait to see where this goes from here, man.
And I will say, I am so glad they chose this because I know, like, when we were around SummerSlam time, it kind of looked like they were going to do a Bayley heel turn. I'm so glad they chose this instead.
Yeah. Because she was still like a face, but it wasn't like the lovey-dovey face. And then like the heel run she had with
like Bianca and like Damage Control and all that.
Yeah, it wasn't like
her best work is as a babyface to me.
Yeah.
So it felt like making her a heel again, especially when she had been a heel for a couple of years. It would have been, it would have been hustling backwards.
The Damage Control heel stuff was great because she was like the head honcho of like and had her henchmen, but like when she was in that, she lost like a lot more than she won. Yeah. So I think this is a good step. I think it was refreshing. JD McDonough versus Rusev, man. The slow demise of the Judgment Day, man. Nah, man, where your best friend at? No, he's in Mexico. Oh no, we
that shit is crazy. So yeah, backstage, he's trying to, typically, they, Judgment Day sometimes handles each other's problems. Mm-hmm. Finn lets Dom know, like, hey, bro, I'm busy tonight.
I want to switch.
Shit not happening. He like, Dom trying to tell him, like, bro, this Rusev shit getting out of control. Like, we open Raw and Rusev is in the background of LA Knight shot, yoking Dominic up, telling him, like, hey, bro, like, getting a shot at that belt. But, yeah. So, Finn not going for it. He somehow swindles JD into doing it. JD agrees, and JD's like, I'm gonna go talk to Pierce.
I mean, JD feeling that.
JD Dominic said, like, bro. First off, Roxanne is funny as fuck for persuading JD to do that shit. But
just like me for real,
dog. But JD's like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to Pierce. Dom like, nah, bro, I'm already talked to him. I'm like, you did what, bro?
Close that back door.
Like, bro, these niggas are going to kill you. You fucking around. Yeah, man. So, I don't know what the Judgment Day split looks like at this point. I don't know how long it takes for it to happen. First off, prayers to JD because Rusev beat the shit out that nigga. Afterwards, JD was stuck in the Accolade. Dominic either did not want to help or was frozen with fear. You decide. To the point where, like, Finn Balor has to come out and help him. I read that Rusev is supposed to get a shot at the belt next week.
Yeah, next week.
I didn't see. Did they announce that as a match? I read something, but I wasn't.
I'm like 95% sure they said that.
It's either gonna go one or two ways. Either he getting a shot at the belt or he going against Finn Balor next week. It's either or. But yeah, I'm a little. I don't know where it goes. Like, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. Just in terms of, you got to remember, Liv Morgan is going to come back at some point. Dominic is like universally beloved right now, so it's not like you can just turn him heel.
NXT return was, it's right. It's a layup. It's a layup.
Yeah,
it's a layup. Like, take notes, please. It's a layup. It's right there.
Yeah,
we need it.
So I don't know, like, where it I don't know how it looks because I don't think you can make Dominic the bad guy in this situation. Like I said, he's universally loved at this point. Like, I don't know what switch flipped, but it was like as soon as he won at WrestleMania, like, all you heard was Dirty Dom chants everywhere else he went. Like,
it's a bad toss up because, like, the character, like you said, you could tell he wants to break characters and not just laugh at the crowd. But the way he's being booked is kind of, he got to be a jackass and like a head ass. So
yeah.
Hopefully they get that right because it's a great character work on Dom's end.
LA Knight versus Jey Uso.
Damn, bro.
Better match than what I was expecting. I'm gonna be honest with you.
This is hilarious, bro. You turn Jey to an anti-villain. And he just
maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's his niche.
He just cooks better. I don't know. He just cooks better.
I don't know. Like,
I'm kind of like, damn. Were they fucking with us? Like, Jay having like these mid matches as a face? Like,
niggas did that shit for WWE Unreal, bro.
Like, I'm just like,
that's all I got out of that. They did that shit for WWE Unreal. The niggas did that shit. Triple H was like, yeah, you can't be getting gas through your inches. I'm like, oh yeah.
You got the man. All right, bro. Yeah, you got the man crazy. Walking down 3 flights of steps.
It feel like a choice at this point. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, he could choose to come out the entrance. I just don't think he will. What else? Oh,
LA
Knight poured out a burning hammer on a random Monday night, dog. Like, what?
It's like it's
At some point, you got to put a belt on this.
To bring it back to back, it's like, bro, you got that in your bag. Like, when did you learn to step back hezzy? Like,
it's a lot of people that'll try to convince you that LA Knight is a bad wrestler, and I'm just not one of those people who you gonna convince that he is.
I think it was because like the one slip up, like when he does like the jump up the top ropes into the.
Yeah, like if that's what you judged him off of, and it was like 2 or 3 years ago, then
the nigga is like
more power to you.
He's probably like 6'1", 270, 260. He gonna like come on.
Say them ropes ain't exactly secure.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care how easy they make that shit look. But there was an interesting takeaway for this match for me. So at the end of the match,
it's a graphic. But I don't know if it's official for like Dom and Rusev next week. But it's a graphic out.
I think it's happening. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
So I am. There was an interesting wrinkle of the conclusion of the Jey Uso and LA Knight match. The Vision got involved, and although they are wrestling next week, they didn't attack Jay. They didn't attack Jimmy. They attacked LA Knight. Jay was wearing all black. They were wearing all black. I don't know if that's a correlation. I don't know if that's a thing, but that is something that happened.
He mentioned it too. What did he say? He was like the Vision. He said something with the Vision when he was talking to Jimmy. I can't think what he was saying. He was like, oh, maybe if it wasn't for the Vision, I would have like LA Knight. So maybe they're not wrong. It was some of the lines along with that. And
throughout the night, the story had just kind of been being told that, like, you know, Jay is not his usual self, and we've seen this over the past couple of weeks, but it's got to the point where, like, you know, Cody Rhodes was there last night, and on screen, Cody Rhodes is considered one of Jay's best friends, and Cody goes to talk to him and lets him know, like, hey, bro, like, I know how you feel right now. I've been there. And Jay tells him, like, first off, I'm not sure if Jay was looking down or if he was eyeing Cody's championship. I don't know if you caught that.
It's the title.
I think he was eyeing the title. But he's telling Cody, like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to the top, you know, some way. I don't know, bro. Like I said, Jay isn't acting like himself. I don't know if this is a crisis of character. Even the way he's talking to his brother is different, bro. Like, I don't know. And I will say, I'm not advocating for him to join Division. I really think that group should be about what it is about, which is the future of the industry. So I don't think it should be Jey Uso.
Mm-hmm. That makes things too cloudy for like Seth, for Jay chasing the title and Seth was already champion.
Yeah. We've kind of
that's like super lazy, right?
I was like, we've kind of made clear like many times who we'd like to see the next two members of the group be, which was obviously Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. We're hoping that's the route they go.
I like dang, what's up, boy? Italian dude from NXT. I can think of his name right now.
Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, Tony. I wouldn't
be mad at that either.
That'd be cool.
I don't know why people hate him, but I wouldn't be mad at that either. But yeah, I would like for that group to stay what it's about, or what it's supposed to be about in terms of like being the future of the industry.
Seth Riders.
Yeah. So, like I said, this Jey Uso thing is one of the It's one of the more well written things on Monday Night Raw now.
It's drawing a much needed extra storyline that we needed on Raw. Which, like
sure.
I said, man, if you want like. You think of like good days of WWE, it was like the climax to end the shows. We need something that'll bring us back week to week of expecting something. Because now, like you said, me personally, I don't know where they go with this. Because you can do like you don't know what Jay could do. Jay is a great character. You know what I'm saying? The promos between him and Jimmy have been great. You know what I'm saying? Jay being a wild card, an unhinged wild card, it worked great with the bloodline coming into everything. So I don't know. I'm gonna just let them cook because this can be really great. Jay's a great character. Yeah, I'm excited because this stuff is good. He's dramatic as hell. He's funny. Like it's just hilarious. So I'm here for it, man. Like I got us a tag match, but you got a match up tonight. Yeah, I do. Like it's just great, man.
Yeah. Los Americanos. That is apparently what the 3 El Grande Americanos are being called. They aired a vignette. We are going to see 2 of them next week. I would assume it would be I don't know what they're all being called. I know one is El Grande Americano. I don't know what the other two are being called, but I'm assuming we are going to see those two face off against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee next week. This El Grande Americano shit has spiraled so far for me. Not in a bad way, but just like in terms of I'm lost that I don't even know what the conclusion of this is.
And I'm glad I am because it's it's hashtag entertainment.
Yeah, it's fun.
And like I said, man, I've been a Pete Dunne fan for a while. Tyler Bate, he's one of the best wrestlers. If you can't connect, you know what I'm saying. If you don't have the personality, you gotta take a little off the road trail to get on TV. You know what I'm saying, get your face shown on TV. I'm not mad at it, bro.
Yeah,
because like I said, man, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, two of the best wrestlers we got in the business when it's time to ring the bell.
easily.
If they not connecting with, if you don't trust them personality wise to like gain attention and gain interest in like their mic work, their character work, you know what I'm saying, the bruisers just fighting, get them on this. If this you got to do to get them on TV, I'm all here for it, man. Because when that bell rings next week, we're gonna get a great match. So I'm excited. It's hilarious. It's entertaining. Let them cook, man, because you don't want to waste guys like that talent like years down the line.
All right. Our last segment of the night, the main event of Monday Night Raw, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. As we know, in the past couple of weeks, all of this has been building in the background. Rhea's mutual respect for Iyo has kind of, for a while, quelled the conversations that had been happening between her and Asuka. As we know, anytime anyone who is not family to Asuka, which is basically anyone Iyo interacts with that is not named Asuka or Kairi Sane, she lashes out. Last night, she once again, I believe she lashes out at Stephanie Vaquera after a segment, which in the ring when Stephanie Vaquera is just grateful for the opportunity, grateful for being champion. My dad was here to see this. Nikki Bella lets Stephanie Vaquera know, like, hey, proud of you. You're gonna be a great champion. Asuka, player hater of the year, walks into the frame like, you're not gonna be a great champion. Blah blah blah. Of course, Rhea catches wind of this again, and naturally, her and Asuka get into it. And Rhea finally just says, like, hey, bro, like, out of respect for Iyo, like, I've been letting a lot of this shit slide.
Lace your boots up, cuz.
Yeah, but go ahead. But lace them up, bro. We scrapping
I'll talk to Pierce, bro. I see you in the ring. I see you.
Yeah, let's get this shit set up.
I see you at 9 o'clock, bro.
And also, before the match, Iyo walks up to Rhea and, like, asks her, like, please call this shit off, bro. Like, you don't have to do this. Like, Asuka's my family. And Asuka's my family. And Rhea's like, look, bro, like, Asuka been disrespecting me for weeks. I tried to let it slide, and you can't trust them. And Iyo's like, Asuka's family, Kairi's family. Can I trust you? And while Rhea has had her back in the past couple of weeks, and they have this mutual respect amongst one another, it's not necessarily false. Iyo is their family. So it's like, I don't know. So yeah, man. We get to the match, and of course, Rhea Ripley is in peak Rhea Ripley form. It's almost criminal that she wasn't wrestling on TV when she was world champion, and it's been a couple weeks. Yes,
I think her match in NXT last week was like the first one in a while.
Yeah, in a long time. Granted, they were building the story up, so I'm not too mad about it. But
yeah, just you know what I'm saying.
When you have someone that talented, bro, you just got to get them in the ring, bro. Figure the rest out later. Insane matchup. As it was said on commentary, that is a pay-per-view / PLE quality match. It has happened on one before. It was a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, so that's one of them dream matches that we just put them on TV, y'all.
Yep. Obviously, different iterations of them from that WrestleMania match till now, but still both two badass women kicking ass. Fun match. But of course, WWE is about the moment sometimes, man. And
this is not a bad moment. I'm not mad at this.
Man, first off, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time in recent memory that like a women's segment like that is closed, a women's segment with that kind of magnitude is closed the show. I don't know if I'm wrong, but it feels like it.
It's definitely been a while. Because even the AJ and Punk, that was like, you got Seth and Punk.
Yeah, like there were men involved.
Yeah,
like, this is
involved.
all women centered.
It's been a while. And shoot, I don't want to say since Rhea beat Iyo, but Iyo beat Rhea, but it's been like a minute.
But like in terms of a turn or a moment, I think like this is probably the biggest I can remember. So of course after the match, Rhea wins via a roll up, I believe.
I think so.
Wins with a roll up. Asuka attacks. Kairi Sane, as we know, has been kind of hesitant and just kind of been going along with what Asuka says over the past like month or so.
Bro, they will not update this Oba and Trick match, bro. It's 10 o'clock, bro.
Oh, damn.
Give me something, please.
That's funny. But yeah, Kairi is hesitant. She attacks. And of course, Iyo comes out to make the save and just like, hey, like, that's enough. That's enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got to do this. It's my friend. We're family. But like, the match is over. Points been proven. But as we've been saying for weeks, Iyo Sky, don't open that back door, bro. First off, also, I forgot to mention that Rhea got misted by Asuka and like was completely blue for the rest of the night. By the way, like, covered in that shit. But yeah, Iyo Sky opened that back door, man, and they did it to her, man. They did it to her. Again, Kairi hesitantly kind of gives a salute before the insane elbow takes down Iyo Sky. So this is one of the best women's stories without a championship being involved or anything that like I've ever seen. And we have talked ad nauseum about just them giving more depth to these women characters and like making sure that it's not just a matter of like, oh, I'm the world champion and I'm the Intercontinental champion, and like if you're not those things, you don't matter. This felt like maybe 3, but I feel like Kairi's playing her part really well. But like this felt like 3 of the biggest stars in your division getting a really good story to tell and like being given the time to tell it. It didn't feel rushed. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like the slow burn thing. I don't feel like this was too much of a slow burn. I think we got certain climaxes in the story, and then obviously we got to the climax of the heel turn. Yeah,
it's a perfect way because now we don't have to worry about Iyo and Stephanie in a rematch. So,
yeah, and that's why this is why I was really happy with Wrestlepalooza as well, because like whoever won, I didn't want the story to be like, oh, Asuka and Kairi were involved, or this, that, and third. Like, it really needed to be about like the better woman winning.
Yeah, better woman, yeah.
Because that is obviously a chapter that can be later told. Like that's not gonna be the last time Iyo and Stephanie face off. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
we got time for that.
Like the score is 1-0 right now, but like that's not gonna be the last time they face off. Mm-hmm. So it was good that they kept this clear of the Wrestlepalooza match, and they decided like Monday Night Raw, we got to do it.
Yeah.
Now, while I'm not a betting man, I'm pretty sure me and you both know where this is going. Crown Jewel takes place where?
Rhea's hometown?
Close enough. It is in Australia. Obviously, we have seen the mutual and professional respect between Rhea and Iyo Sky. We have seen the disrespect and essentially disowning of Asuka to Iyo Sky, and the disrespect from Asuka to Rhea Ripley. And hesitant or not, Kairi Sane has chosen a side. So it is very obvious. In 3 weeks, Rhea, Iyo versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
I'll be there.
I will be there no matter what. Not physically in Australia. Y'all know what we mean.
My ESPN app will be updated.
I'm going to be real with you. I'd let it main event. You do whatever with them crown jewel belts. I would let that tag team match main event. You are in Australia. You have guaranteed two of the biggest stars in your company.
Two of your top fives, like
two of your top five,
maybe top two. Throw Cody in there, but as
for
far
my
as
money,
as far as 2025, Rhea and Iyo,
yeah,
they've consistent. You know what I'm saying?
If you ask me, all four participants are some of the best women's wrestlers within the company. Mm-hmm. The story is there.
Yeah, if you want to get like major heat on Asuka and Kairi, what better place to do it than in Rhea's home country?
Yeah,
it's a layup.
there is only one story, and this is based off what Crown Jewel looks like now. There is only one story that you could argue that could be bigger than theirs, and that would be the Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins story. You could argue that, and I'm not saying it is, but I think this story was so elaborately done, so well built, and executed at the right moment that you have to make that the main event. You have to. That's just me. I really think you have to. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, and if two guys who understand the business, Cody and Seth would definitely understand. Like, they would get it. If you want to be like, all right, y'all, like, we'll go on second to last. But yeah, once Rhea's music hits, it's like, oh yeah, bro, man. This is why we here, man. This is why we get a show here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Like we've been saying, Rhea and Iyo title picture. When it's that WrestleMania season, put them back in the title picture. But these side quests, they're super important. You know what I'm saying? We saw that with Cody the last couple years when he lost to Roman that first time. The side quests are important to get you back and people in your corner, make you believable. This side quest of Rhea and Iyo, if they do it again next year WrestleMania for the main event, I won't complain because we know we gonna get. So these side quests are great. You know what I'm saying? Keep us interested in character work. Don't force feed them titles because we see what that can get you. Like, we just lose interest in people. Hey, man, this is like a dream tag team match, man. I don't know. It's like that picture of Stone Cold and Triple H, man. Like, these two women, best of the best. They should deliver. I'm excited for this tag team match. Asuka and Kairi, they deserve a big moment like this because Asuka has been one of the best since she's came over to America fighting. Kairi puts on great matches. She's been underlooked because of like the heavy hitters, maybe because of her size, whatever you want to say, the mic skills, whatever like the WWE has with like the international talent of putting them in promos. So they get overlooked sometimes, but yeah, great way to get them a main event spot this past Monday when you got so many eyes on the people. I'm excited because these four, when it's time to deliver, they gonna deliver, man.
And I will say this about the Crown Jewel card in general. So far, so good. Obviously, we have the two Crown Jewel matches. We have Cody versus Seth. It will be Stephanie versus either Tiffany, Nia, or Jade. This Rhea, Iyo versus the Kabuki Warriors is obviously going to make the card. And then Cena and AJ Styles. While this is good, I would not stray away. I would stray away from the 5-match card for this particular show. I would do it. Add you like a 6th or 7th. Maybe do something with the, and they probably won't because granted SmackDown, assuming this is how it's always been, SmackDown before the Crown Jewel will probably be, something where they put like the tag team titles or like the U.S. Open Challenge. Maybe consider that putting that on Crown Jewel, man.
Please. I was going to say, wrestling gods, please, you want to give us Becky versus Julia. I don't know if they're going to do. If
you want, to me,
if they going like title for titles, they got to do something.
And I'm going to say this before we get out of here. If I'm WWE, ESPN is my partners, and like people, we know this, but like WWE like people that kiss their ass, bro. So I imagine when they seen that grade from ESPN, they were pissed. If I'm WWE and I want to get ESPN on my side and I want to show them we the real deal, all that shit I normally do where I put some shit on Friday that probably could make a pay-per-view card.
I'm putting it on the show.
I'm putting that shit on the show. I'm trying to see. I'm making that shit impossible for you to miss. I'm making you niggas make a choice at 8 a.m. to get up and watch this show, bro. That's how good it's going to be. And I think you've done that with the 4 matches that you have already. All of them haven't been named.
Yeah, ESPN already got a promo video for AJ versus Cena.
Dog.
Like,
dog. I'm telling you, this is the one. Triple H, bro. Because again, I know whether y'all say it publicly or whatever, y'all like y'all sponsors and all this to kiss y'all ass, bro. You want to drop nuts and you want to get the perception that this ESPN partnership is working on your side. You go with them 4 matches you got. You add like 2 or 3 more, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want to bring in new people to like the product, have like at least make us want to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, you want to say some stuff, but bro, you gotta like if you want to bring in these new people, you gotta like bring us in. Like, for example, next week. If I'm a football fan, I'm not gonna tell them to watch. I think the Bengals and the Jets. Or it's like we got like 2 mid game names next Monday. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be like, yo, watch Rams, Eagles. Watch. I forget who it is, but like you got good games. Like this is what you want to do. You follow the sport. You want a sports network. Make them bring us good product to bring the fans in and make us want to come back. You kind of didn't do that with Wrestlepalooza with the climax of the show. We know what it was like growing up. Monday Night Raw, if you didn't do anything, you want to see the last 5 minutes of Monday Night Raw to see what's going to happen next week.
Oh.
So just make us a good show, bring people back. And like you said, man, a C grade on like your debut, trash. Like you said, man, that Netflix on Raw, I forgot how bad it was. Thankfully, because hopefully we can only go up from here, man. So they gotta hit this one out the park for Crown Jewel.
Yeah, like hey. Something to think about. But hey, man, great episode. We are happy to be here for 20. We will be back next week for 20+1. Thank you as always, for tuning in. Follow us on all socials. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. All of that, man. We will see y'all next week. Thank you. We love you.
Peace.
This has been Off the Top Rope Podcast.